If you're thinking of upgrading your old school touchpad garage door opener to a MyQ video garage door keypad, you will want to watch this video before you make your purchase because it may not be the right purchase for you. First, what is the setup like of this garage door opener? I will tell you that using the MyQ app on your smartphone, it is actually incredibly simplistic. From start to finish, it took me about 10 minutes to do, and that included about 3.5 to 4 minutes of an update that needed to be put onto the device to upgrade its firmware. Now, I did run into a little bit of a hiccup, and I don't know if that was a me issue or an app issue, but I had to get on a ladder and go up and hit the program button on my garage door opener in order to get this programmed finally. Now, this is another thing to keep in mind. Before you install this on the wall, you want to get the programming complete because you do not want to constantly go back and forth with this. You want to have it in hand to make that setup easy. Now, I'm not going to walk you through the app steps, just know it is incredibly user-friendly and very easy to follow. I have to give MyQ some props on that one because it was not hard. Once your setup is complete, we'll need to remove the old keypad to install the new. Now, if you're unsure how to remove the old keypad, you'll just need to remove your battery compartment, pull your battery out. There is a screw right here that you will need to remove. With that screw out, it should just pop straight up and come off. And it does come with an angled bracket, which you can see, that gives you a little bit of a turn when you put the keypad into it. When you put it on the wall, it does face outwards, so you can get a little bit of a view of the driveway or whatever you have in front of your garage, in addition to the front side of the garage. Now, I'm actually going to reuse the top hole from the original opener and then just line this up, and then I want to get this level. I'm actually going to repurpose my old screw from the last opener and use that same top hole there, and then we're just going to go right in here. And you want to take the plastic off of the front face of this baby. Now, it goes in top first, snap in, but in the bottom you're going to notice that there is a spot here for a security screw. And it's this little guy that comes in the package. So you just snap it in place, and then you can put that screw right in. My hands are so cold I can barely get it in there. For real? Why is this so hard? It goes right in that one. Once your bracket is in place, it is just a top in, bottom in. And then there is that security screw that you put in the bottom. So the setup and the install are pretty simplistic. It took me, like I said, about 10 minutes to get it set up in the app and connected to the garage door opener. Did not take long to do the install. You saw that. That was 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes tops. But there are two major complaints that I have seen in the forums and product reviews. The first, it is battery operated, so you need to take the battery out and charge it every time it gets low. There is an old USB connection that you use here in order to charge it, and it takes 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, seriously, 8 to 10 hours to charge this battery. So imagine every time your battery dies, you have to take it out for a day, because who's going to sit there and wait exactly 8 hours, pull it out and get it back in there? We're all going to forget, and it's going to wait until the next day. But number two, the biggest complaint that I've seen by far is battery life. 2 weeks is about average from what I have heard and what I've read on these forums. That is not a long time for this to operate for you. If you have to take it off every 2 weeks to charge it for 8 to 10 hours, that's just a huge inconvenience in my opinion. But I'm curious if it's actually 2 weeks longer or less. So let's see. Day one. Well, it turns out that mine actually lasted 2 straight months, not 2 weeks as I anticipated based off of what I saw in the forums. I'm wondering if it has to do with that firmware upgrade that I did that said that it gave a little bit better battery life. Certainly 2 to 8 weeks is a significant difference, but it's still only 8 weeks. The nice part is MyQ actually makes a power adapter kit for this device as well, which I'm going to install now so you can see what that process looks like and just give it full power so I don't have to deal with battery changing all the time. That means I'm gonna have to drill. So I need to get the keypad off, get the garage door open. The interior wall is about 3 inches back, so I've got to drill at an angle, and I'm gonna go up a little bit just because while this is covered, I don't want to chance any water getting in and going down and causing rot. It's interesting how this operates. So it comes with a fake battery that gives you terminals that connect to the back panel, the battery cover, that you then screw your connectors into in order to get it into your power supply. The mounting bracket for this is also very different. It's significantly thicker than the original one that I have mounted here. There's a screw at the top and a screw at the bottom that you can use to adjust it so that it can swivel in and out. The connection will come through the bottom section here. It's actually labeled top, so you know that this is the top, and you've got your security screw connection down here at the bottom like the original mount. Now my hole's a little funky because I had to get up above the concrete base here and do a big angle here, which is kind of jacked up the PVC for the exterior here. But when I am done, I'm going to throw some silicone around this once I get the proper amount of wire out in order to just seal it up properly so I don't have any issues with the water coming in. Before you go out and buy this power adapter kit, please know that the power cord length is 25 feet. So once you get through the board here, you will need an outlet that is within 25 feet in order to get this baby plugged in. If you do not have an outlet in place, don't buy this until you have one that's going to be close enough to connect it. But now I can fish the cable down through the hole, leaving just enough to get it connected to the back of the remote, install the bracket, ensuring to pull that cable through the proper hole on the bottom side of that bracket, get the remote connected into the bracket, do any adjustments that you might want to do, twisting with the top and bottom screw adjustments that are there, and now you can power this baby on. And you'll know that it's powering on after you plug it in because the lights on the remote will start to blink, and after it finishes its connection process, you'll see it in your MyQ app. So is the MyQ Smart Garage Video Keypad the right choice for you? Well, I would tell you that if you're just going to install it with the battery, I wouldn't do it. 2-month battery life is not a long time, and it takes 8 to 10 hours to charge. That's a lot of time to charge a battery for a video garage keypad. But if you're going to install the power adapter kit, honestly, this is a bit of a no-brainer for me because I do like the features of this keypad. I like the camera on it. I love the swivel on the mount that comes with it. It's way better than the original. So in my mind, with that adapter kit, it is well worth the spend. But if you're interested in other smart home devices, maybe you want to start controlling the lights in your home, well, you might want to check out this video. And until the next time, keep doing it yourself.